Hey guys, welcome back to HubClick. In this video, I'll be showing you how to use people. But first, check our special offer in the description. So, let's get started. So, if you want to start using people here, let's just say you want to transfer funds, you may want to receive money, or basically start using it as a payment method on other websites. Well, using it is quite easy. Now, I'm assuming you already have or you've already created your account here. If not, just make sure to check our channel. We have specific steps or a tutorial video for specifically creating your account. But in this case, how do we start using people? So the first thing that you may want to do is you want to go to people.com and just log in. And by the way, we are going to focus on using People Web. Now, if you want to know how to use the mobile version or the mobile app for People, we have a separate video for that, so make sure to check our channel as well. But yeah, so in this case, once you log in into People, you should be seeing your homepage. Now, your homepage would give you the details or the necessary details when you first log in into your account. First, it will show you your people balance and also a bunch of options here like sending or requesting money, adding a bank or a card, creating an invoice, creating an estimate, and even more if you want to go to their solution center, just in case you have disputes like transaction issues or whatever. And also at the bottom right here, it should give you the option to see your banks and cards, and if you want to link a card or bank. Also, you should see all your recent activity as well in the recent activity section in here. Now, all of these are, let's just say, compressed into your homepage. Now, if you want to access more tools, you need to access the other tabs that we have in here. Like, for example, the send and request section would contain the send and request feature here. Now, the wallet would contain you seeing your bank cards and also basically adding a bank or a card into your account. The activity would be, it would show all your activities, so later on I'll be showing you that. Now, before you do anything else here, it is highly recommended that you complete your profile first. Now, at the top right of your screen, you want to go and click on the gear icon, go and click on it. Now, this is going to be your settings. Now, this will contain a bunch of things, like for example, your account information, your phone numbers, your addresses, and even your account options here. Now, the thing with this one, you may need to also provide some information about yourself, like for example, your ID, just for verification purposes. Now, also, it would give you the option to close account, just in case you want to. Now, you should also see your link here, which you can start sharing with your friends, just in case you want to receive some form of payment, because they could directly transfer payment to you if they type in the following address into their search bar. Now, if you want to edit or add emails, you go and click on the add button at the top right, or add phone numbers, or even add addresses. Now, also you have security. Now, security here would contain security features. Now, that's from the name itself. Now, if you want to update your password, add your passkeys, two-step verification if you really want to secure your account, and even auto logins, and even add some security questions just to add some security into your account. Now, I also have data and privacy here, which should give you the option to start managing your cookies, view your permissions you've given, even your search privacy, and also block contacts if you want to see people or accounts that you've blocked before. Now, if you want to get a copy of your data, you can also request it by this way. Correct some data like personal information or financial information that you may have entered incorrectly here, or even delete your data or close your account. Now, if you go to payments here, it should give you options for basically managing your automatic payments. Like for example, if you've set up a way for you to automatically transfer or make payments via your PayPal account, you could basically select them in here. So like for online purchases or automatic payments. Now, for notifications, these are just notification settings here that you can enable or disable, and also seller tools here, which is quite advanced. So let's go and focus on the general basics and using PayPal here. Now, in this case, at the very top, you have other options as well. So you have send and request. Now, the send and request section at the very top here allows you to start requesting or sending money. Now, let's just say, let's go and just enter an email address here. Let's go and select this one. And maybe we want to request this or request some form of payment from this user. Let's go and select this one. Now, from here, let's go and choose send. And you can go and just estimate how much you want to send here and also add a note. Like, you could also choose your currency if you want, as you can see right now. Now, you can either choose request or send, depend on what you need. Now, if you want to receive money, make sure to select the request option. Now, if you want to send money, go and choose send. And by the way, you can only send money if you have the necessary funds into your account. So if you don't have enough funds, you may need to add a card or you may need to link a bank account in order for you to make the transaction. Now, if you go to your wallet here, this is where you'll be able to see your current balance. now your currencies, and also your cards. Now, if you want to add a currency, you go and click on add currency. Like if you want to hold some form of USD or AUD, you could go ahead and add them in here. Now, you also have the currency calculator here. So if you want to calculate how much the conversion is going to be, like for example, I'm going to say this is going to be like 61 Philippine peso. If I'm not mistaken, this is going to be around like $1 or $1 in USD. So you could also change the currency as you can see right now. Now, if you want to add a bank or a card, you just need to click on the link a bank at the very top or link a card. Depends on what you need. Let's go and click on link a card. Now, from here, you just need to enter the card number, expiration date, CVV, and also the billing address for that card. Now, if you want to add a different billing address, because by default, it will take your billing address here, you can go and click on add new billing address and click on link card. Now, they may also deduct around like $1 to $2 from your account, but don't worry, they will refund the deduction. So just to verify that your account or your card is actually active. Now, if you want to view your balance, you can go and click on people balance here. So these are balances that is sent directly to your people account. Now, if you want to view your cards or card here or card details, you go and click on card. But by the way, it will not show the whole details of that card. So in this case, it will just show the four last digits of your card. But yeah. So in this case, if you go to the activity section at the very top here, this will show you your activity, like what you sent or requested and how much you receive. So you could also filter them by date if you want, and even download them or even filter them out. Now you can also search by their name or the email that's sent or you've requested from. Now, just in case, like for example, you want to send out money out from your people account and maybe send this to your bank account. Now, what you need to do is you want to go to your home page here and you want to go and click on the transfer funds at the top section here, just underneath your people balance. And once you click on transfer funds, it will redirect you to this page here. Now, you can go and choose either your bank account or the card that you've added into your account as a means of basically transferring to a bank here. And by the way, there's a 1% fee here, but typically it just takes like a 1 minute if you do proceed with this one. So yeah, you can also link eligible card if you want. But once you click on next and follow the on-screen steps, you should be able to cash out or transfer money outside your PayPal account. But yeah. So if you want to use PayPal as a means of payment on other websites, just make sure to choose PayPal in the checkout page and just log in into your account. And typically, PayPal will guide you with the payment process, so you don't have to worry about it. But that's about it. So, if you found this video helpful, hit the like and subscribe button and watch our next video.